you remember the last time you put on the stove and forgot about it and food got burnt? Forgetfulness is a part of everyday life. We forget many things like where we kept the glasses, keys, we forget our password, etc. etc. So, why do we forget some informations? This video is all about our memory and how do we forget. Hey, if you forgot to subscribe the channel, do it at this instant before you forget it. Imagine a person waves hand with a pleasant smile and asks you, "Hey, what's up? Do you remember me?" You recognize the face, smiles back, but couldn't remember where you met and what's the name of the person. Such a situation is so embarrassing, isn't it? We forget people, things and some incidents now and then and we feel terrible about it. We feel that we have a poor memory. So, why we forget? In order to know that answer, we have to first understand how memories are formed. Our brain is an incredible organ. A tremendous amount of informations are received by our brain each day. It analyzes them in every way, makes sense of those informations, makes new connections, categorizes them as good or bad, informative or not. Some of these informations are formed as memories. There are mainly two types of memories, short-term memory and long-term memory. In order to form a memory of an information, our brain goes through three processes: encoding, storing and retrieving. When we see or hear something, it's been encoded by our brain. Our brain will make new connections or it relates to a previously made connection. Thus, the encoded piece of information will be moved into the short-term memory where this is stored for only around 30 seconds. If the brain considers those as useful and meaningful piece of information, it will be taken to the long-term memory and gets stored. If you ignore it, the memory fades away. When a memory is first formed in the hippocampus, it consolidates the information as a single idea and then it is taken to different parts of the brain to access it easily. Finally, when we require, these memories are retrieved. Now let's see how we forget. According to the memory researchers, there are 4 reasons why we forget. First, retrieval failure. Second, encoding failure or failure of storage. Third, interference. Fourth, motivated forgetting. If the information is not being used for a long period of time, memory will eventually decay. In such a situation, we cannot retrieve the memory. This decay process increases as we get aged. Sometimes we know that it's in there somewhere but cannot find it anywhere. Thus the memory gets blocked. This kind of retrieval failure can also be partial, like in our first example. We could remember the face of the person but fail to remember the name, or we altogether misattribute that person as another. Storage failure can happen when the information is not being encoded properly. The information in this case is never being stored. Absent-mindedness is an encoding failure. When we do something carelessly, there is no way it gets encoded. The information is lost immediately. Sometimes we fail to remember the details of something, like we remember the color of the building but fail to remember how many windows are there in it. Another example, which is a part of actual experiment, we fail to recall all the details of a coin which we come across quite frequently. Our brain stores only those details which we require. This way, we can recognize the building when we come across it next time. The number of the windows in it is totally insignificant. Like that, we don't need to know every minor details of the coin to know the value of that coin. This actually gives us an advantage of getting more storage space for more important informations. When we have same type of information, it's possible that sometimes the old memory interferes with the new one or new memory interferes with the old one. Also, personal biases creates interference in memory depending on our mood as well as our personal preferences while retrieving the memory. This will lead to flawed memory. At times, we go through such experiences which creates anxiety and depression. We intentionally or unintentionally tries to suppress those memories which are categorized as bad, troublesome memories. Such forceful forgetting is motivated forgetting. Every brain is unique. Every individual has different brain capacity, which makes some people have more persistence in memory than others. We remember those informations that we care the most, the rest will be lost eventually. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe the channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon.